MrMaD up in this bitch, coming at you, pretty goddamn motherfucker. So, today, alright, same day, just different product. But I got two things I want to unbox in this video, but the second thing is pertinent to this thing, essentially. Well, not really, but they kind of go hand in hand. And I got a good deal on the thing, so. But let's just go ahead and jump right in, because the last video, that was like nails on a chalkboard just now. That last video was like 17 minutes, so. And usually I stack these back to back, so you know, I'm sure you guys just came in here from the last video. Shout out to everybody. I don't know, how long has it been? I feel like there's videos that I didn't upload, or maybe I did, who knows? I feel like I haven't been uploading lately. I guess I haven't had really shit that I've been buying or anything too much either, so whatever. And I needed a little break from the internet, man. I was getting like a little bit too I don't know, into the internet. Yo, thirsty! Alright. So let's open this up. And this is something that I never really knew existed. But I don't really keep up to date with any of this type of shit. But this is all for old retro computers, Macintoshes specifically. I grew up with Macintoshes because my pops was like a graphic designer back in the day. And, you know, he needed it for his job. Plus, I think he just wanted a computer. So he bought Macintosh because that was the industry standard back in the day. So I grew up with that instead of PC. But I always liked them because, I mean, they're easy to use and whatnot, but they had their own little niche subculture. You know, like I'd go on fucking AOL or fucking, what do you call them, sites back in the day? Usenet or whatever, and download all these wares. And wares was just software, but like pirated versions of the software type of shit. And like I said, there was like a little subculture of Macintosh, you know, scene, I guess. I used to be in these little groups, like I said, where they would share all the files, and then I used to even make my own hells, you know, like if you go in a chat room, it would be like scrolling bots and shit like that. So I would code, or script, I guess, at the time, those little programs, and I don't know, it was just fun. It was like a fun little time. So I was recently watching the Macintosh Librarian. She's some chick that is really into old Macintoshes as well, and she got me all nostalgic for all the shit. And I got a bunch of shit down in the basement. My original computer, I got 2 or 3 versions of that. I think one of them is upgraded to like a power PC, because back in the day there were 68K Macs. 68K is just an architecture type, which is like, you know, what processor. So the 68K was like a Motorola processor. I guess it was like assembly code on it, you know, essentially. And that's how these things used to run. Oh man, I don't want to rip this sticker. But then everything eventually switched to power PCs. So like I said, like one of those computers that I got, you could just swap in a new logic board completely, and you could have a power PC. So I got one of those, and they all use for as far as hard drives, they all use this this type of interface. I just cut myself. They use this type of interface, and or actually, this is something completely different. This is a Floppy Emu disk emulator, but kind of ties into what I was still talking about, is the old computers. This basically, like, you plug this into, I think, either the slot that the original floppy drive went into, which, you know, it's a pain in the ass, you know, to sit there and find your old floppies, put them in, or whatever. So, but this can either go into that original port, or you can just, sometimes they have like an external port for an additional floppy, and this basically acts as a, oh, this comes with a case too. Oh, I forgot, I got the deluxe version of the Floppy Emu, and it comes with this acrylic clear or frosted ice case. So let's go ahead and open that up. So basically with this device, whoa, how did I drop? I hate these, man. I really do. Every time they have these acrylic things, well, maybe not every time, but I've only done one, and there was like a little spider cage for mini spider skis. My little jumping spider that I had for 2 years. Rest in peace. But yeah, the last time I had like some little acrylic thing like this, which is clear acrylic, but you see this little paper adhesive, it's a bitch to peel off for whatever reason. At least with that thing it was. And it's fucking hot. Why every time I'm in this living room, it's fucking hot, even though it's 6 degrees. So excuse the noise, but here we are. So what this device does is you load up on an SD card, which they actually provided an SD card, 4 gigabytes. So you can only imagine how many floppy disks that would be, considering each floppy disk was only 1.44 megabytes. So if a gigabyte is 1,000 megabytes, you could have, I don't know, what, 3,800 fucking, 3,600 something floppy disks worth of shit just on one drive. So this is like every single floppy disk that ever was made, probably. Who knows? Probably not, but you know what I'm saying. So let's see here. So I've got so many of these motherfucking things, and this is from the company Big Mess of Wires. That's what that BMOW stands for. And I guess it says vintage software on there, so they give you a little bundle of like, all the old Mac games, which is cool. But you don't need that for whatever reason. So you just plug in your little shit here, SD card rather. And I don't know if I got it backwards. It's not going in. I don't know if it's like the click one. Maybe not. I guess. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Now it kind of clicked in. I didn't know if it was like the spring hinged one, but I guess it's not. You can see the MU floppy disk emulator here. Big Mess of Wires. So, not sure what this. Oh, and it comes with a little LCD screen, which is cool, or OLED. I think it may be OLED display. So, I'm not gonna peel that off. I'm gonna leave that as is, just because I enjoy things being as preserved as possible. And I suppose it's gonna be a long video because I'm gonna be here assembling this fucking acrylic thing, and just like I predicted, this fucking this acrylic is hard to peel off. I don't know if there's a trick that I'm missing. I have no nails or anything. Lord have mercy. There we go. So, okay, well this one actually peels off relatively easy. I'm telling you, the other shit that I had, that it was like a spider cage. Fuck, man, it was just a big pain in the ass. The only pain in the ass here is just getting that first peel started. And, of course it's gonna rip. There we go. So I guess, let me assemble this, why not? I want to see what it looks like in the case. Just wish it wouldn't, it would just, that I wouldn't have to peel it. But I guess this kind of makes it like the fun of having a kit. Like you're assembling it in a way, even though it's like annoying. Fuck. Lord. Man. But at least once you get it started, the peeling process, I'm telling you, the other one it would rip every 2 seconds. The second you fucking pull back on anything. So at least this one is, the adhesive isn't as strongly attached to the actual acrylic. But man, I have no nails. I think I just ruined my nail. Broke a nail. Now I know how you ladies feel. When you break a nail. Alright, there's that. It's gonna take not that much longer. Hopefully. Okay, getting better at it. And then, like I said, I do want to open that thing up. So that one, Well, let me open that up too. Or I mean, in the meantime, before I finish peeling all this crap and assembling the actual case here for this thing. I kind of want to demonstrate what I was talking about earlier. So let's go ahead and open this big old monster here, which actually is not that big, especially considering the time, as in like the era, but you can only guess what that is. You'll see. Good Lord. Alright. So, I never grew up with any of these, but I do have a sort of nostalgia for them just because they're from that same era of computers. So I found this on eBay for $3. However, shipping was $40. So, but either way, $43, not too bad. It did say it doesn't power on, but I'm pretty sure with a couple capacitor replacements, maybe a power supply replacement, something like that. I'd have to get in here to really see, you know, what it could be, but for that money, it wasn't too bad. You know, I was like, fuck, I gotta get it. These are all vintage, you know, computers, and in working order, I mean, these go for a lot of money. Not a lot, but at least a couple $100, or maybe maybe a couple $100. I don't know. But that's not the point, because I'm not here to sell things to people. I just enjoy, you know, this old technology, essentially. Uh-oh. I don't know what that noise is. Maybe it's got like a Kensington lock on it, which is pretty funny. But I guess maybe, you know, that makes sense at the time. I mean, you could easily steal this thing, you know. But it's a little tiny Macintosh. SE, I think. Classic, rather. Macintosh Classic. So I have an SE in my basement, and it's perfectly functional. And I don't know which, I think this is the original, or the one before it, and that was the successor or whatever. But it's just cool to have, they're like the original iMacs, you know? It's just like a little portable computer. I hear a bunch of shit rattling around in here though. I don't like the sound of that. Maybe that's why it doesn't power on. But no power cables, so I can't even test it right now. So this is the port I was talking about right here on this side. This is like an external floppy drive port, but also it has the original floppy drive port, so that's kind of cool. Worst case scenario, like if I can't fix it, it's just, one, the shell is pretty cool except for the fact that it kind of got dinged up here, but I can always fix that. I could retro bright it so I can get that original kind of beige color back. Like I said, it's got a weird Kensington lock, but I guess if, you know, people could steal the entire computer pretty easily. And I'm sure these cost like at least a couple grand back in the day when they first came out. This is from June 1991. That's when it was manufactured. June 1991. So that's kind of cool. And I don't even know what size that monitor is. What is that? 9-inch, maybe? No. 3, yeah, maybe 9-inch. I don't know. But it's kind of cool, man. And like I said, maybe worst case scenario, like if everything's completely dead on the inside and I can't repair it, I can always just use the shell, put in an LCD screen, and run a Raspberry Pi or something, and it'll just be like an emulation version of the actual system. So let's go ahead and continue this this project of peeling this motherfucking acrylic shit. And then I'll just shoot the shit with you a little bit, you know? What else was I gonna talk about here? Ooh, look at that. It's got a nice little logo on here. Is that? I don't know if that's part of the acrylic tape. Oh yeah, it is. I feel like I should leave that on there. I don't know. It's got like a little Macintosh icon, but that's the same paper tape that's on here. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll leave it on for now. Everything else comes off though. All this other shit. That one looks kind of cool. And I'll take these little O's off. Okay, so that's probably the top. So it's gonna go like this over the screen thing. This is supposed to nestle in 100% or what? Doesn't seem like it. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and keep peeling the rest of these. Last Saturday, I was actually supposed to go to one of these festivals that specializes in this type of shit. It's called the Vintage VCF, Vintage Computer Festival, I want to say. And it was here, it was the Midwest version, and it was here in Chicago, or not Chicago, but close enough. 30 minutes away from me though, so it wasn't too far. But I didn't wake up in time, and then, it was an all-day thing, but by the time I got up, I'm like, I ain't going anywhere now. You know, like I wanted to get there first thing in the morning, like 9 in the morning, but I think I slept all fucking day. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I got like kind of drunk, really drunk the night before. Oh, no, that's what it was. I had stayed up for like 27 hours the day before, and I stayed, I was up that fucking long, I guess, the day before the fucking thing, the fest or whatever. And I went to bed maybe 4 hours before I wanted to wake up so that I could leave to go to the actual, fest. But I guess my body was just like, nah, you ain't getting up today. And I literally slept, I think, until fucking midnight that day. So I wake up at midnight, I'm like, God damn it. So that fucked me up, but whatever. And I think I was drinking probably heavily too. So I don't think I was hungover though, but it was just like my body really needed that rest. So I missed all of Saturday, and then that was the only day I wanted to go. It was still going on Sunday, but I don't know. Like I just felt like Saturday was the day to go. They had a couple of YouTubers that I watched. One for sure was like the LGR guy. So I think it was Lazy Game Reviews. I think that's what the acronym stands for. But not just that, they had a bunch of shit for sale, like, old computers. And obviously when you get them from like a festival like that, you get a better price than if you're buying them on like eBay or something, unless it's like this thing, which, you don't know if it's working or not. But over there, they like to hook up other enthusiasts, when it comes to these devices. So they'll have probably the most fair prices you can get for this category of things. So I love all things retro. Obviously I'm into all the old video games and whatnot, but and I would collect the old computers, but I don't play them or use them as often as I should be, because it's a lot of setup to get all this shit working, not properly, but just like I don't know how to describe it. Like, for instance, my old original computer, I remember, because the monitor that I have for it, or had, the original monitor, stopped working. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with a power supply or something like that, or dead capacitors, or, whatever, leaky capacitors. So I tried hooking it up to like a VGA monitor, which is like the generation after that one. See, Mac used their own proprietary, as always, their own proprietary hardware. So their serial or video cable was some other format that it's like not really compatible with VGA, or wasn't compatible with VGA or whatever. They do sell adapters for it, but the adapters have all these crazy settings on them. And even though sometimes they work, it's like sometimes the sync doesn't, you know, like synchronizing aspect of it. So like the picture will cut in and out, or something crazy will happen, and it's just like an unpleasant experience, you know. And then besides that, like you still need the keyboard and the mouse, the original shit, and you know, again, I think those were like Apple Desktop Bus ADB connectors. So you know, I gotta like fish out my old hardware, I guess, too, just to get the shit working. Then you run into the other obstacles, which is the fact that what was I gonna say? The other obstacles being, sometimes the actual hardware itself like kind of doesn't want to work. Like let's say a CD-ROM drive or something, or the floppy drive even, let's say. So that's why, that was another reason I got one of these. I don't remember if I actually had any issues with those, but that is a potential issue that you could run into. So that's why I don't necessarily use those too often. And then, going on a tangent, even after all is said and done, like, you know, setting up the old software or whatever, everything's slow as shit, you know. So it's like, if you really, really, really want to play something specifically, you know, there's always emulation. There's a really good Macintosh emulator I've got on this computer here. It's called, I don't know if it's Basilisk. I forget now, because there's a few different ones. There's VMac or Mini VMac. I think it's Basilisk 2 or Sheep Shaver. Not 100% sure now which one is which, but I think the one that I use is Basilisk 2, I want to say. Alright, I finally got all this shit peeled. I think I'm going to leave that. That looks nice, like that. A little beige mouse. Or, I mean, not mouse, whatever. Let's go ahead and assemble this. See how it looks assembled. I like this little screen. I kind of want to buy one for like my Raspberry Pis, because I got a ton of those. So let's see, how does this work here? So I got this, I'm assuming is the bottom. I'm not sure. I guess the frosted may go on the outside. Yeah, where they're clear. Yeah, okay. So the frosted will go on the outside. I'm assuming it goes like, maybe like this, right? No, that would be stupid. It goes like this. Ah, here we go. And the solder points slot into the little holes here, so that's cool. Then I'm guessing, you know, these are the side panels. Not sure what goes where here. I'm guessing this goes here because this is the SD card slot. So it'll probably be like this. Yeah, maybe that seems to make sense. These are, looks like the side rails here. So, and they're keyed. So it seems like you can't put them in the wrong way. See, one's bigger, one's smaller. One hole there is bigger and one hole's smaller. Pause. Go ahead and run that in here. And it kind of looks like it locks in almost like a little jigsaw puzzle here. So this goes here. That fits over there. And what else we got here? We got this back piece, which doesn't seem like it's going in. There it is. Okay. And then I don't know what the hell, why there's like a little L bracket here, but this obviously would go on top. All right. I see. Okay, so it's got these little acrylic screws with some acrylic hex nuts. There's 4 of those, so I'm guessing it just, I don't know why, what is this thing? Oh, okay, well I'm fucking up here. So, as you can see, there's a couple buttons on the, you know, like reset, previous, select, next, whatever. So you gotta put in these little stands, I'm guessing, on here. that's what those little things were for. Just little buttons. So that'll go there. And I'll probably have to invert this. I still don't know what this thing is here. There's like a little side angled piece. Not sure where that goes. Oh, well. It does come with instructions. I don't know if it's for the case or not, though. And 25 minutes, though. Whatever. One page. That literally just printed. Okay, this has nothing to do with the case. This is just how to use the device itself. Whatever. I mean, it can't be this hard, right? I'm just happen to be a moron. That's all. But this, I don't know what that is. But here, try to fit this here so nothing falls. Alright. Damn it! Fuck. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's for that. Maybe I'm just stupid. Alright. So maybe, yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I'm just a moron, that's all. I am just a moron. So this little L bracket looks like you put it over the actual buttons and lock them in before you close the shit up here. So it looks like it just, once again, like kind of keyed right there. And I keyed. No? Alright. So then you pop these in here, and these will hold them in place so that they don't fall, just like they did. And you don't gotta assemble this upside down like I tried to do just now. Well, live and learn, right? Alright. Cool. Now, put this top on. Alright. Then, now, I'm going to slip these acrylic screws here through the frame and the development board thing, or Floppy Emu, whatever. And this is a nice case. It would have looked a lot less appealing, just having the bare development board as opposed to in this nice little case. So the case was worth it. The little, I don't even know how much it was, maybe $10, So not too bad, but like I said, I think this all came with the deluxe bundle, which I'm not sure if the non-deluxe bundle comes with the software as well, but it's nice to have the software because it saves you a little bit of time. Like I do have original software still on original floppy disks and CDs, CD-ROMs. But again, it's like, it takes forever. And, assuming it's going to work, because it is, 30-year-old technology? Something like that. So you're always going to run into some problem. Got this finger tight. And also, a lot of the archive sites, they have like limits unless you pay for the thing. Now, in hindsight, I feel like I should have peeled that stupid screen protector thing off. Whatever. You got the access to the slot here, which is nice because it's big enough to where my fat fucking fingers can still pull this shit out. So here we go. So we're gonna hook up this long ass ribbon cable, which is nice because you never know how much room you need. So this will get plugged into here. Man. I was supposed to plug it into here and then I gotta reassemble this damn case. I guess that gives me the opportunity to take off that sticker now. At first I didn't want it, but now it just looks ugly on the screen. So I guess whatever. I know, long ass video. Whatever though, what else are you guys doing right now, huh? That's what I thought. We're just all shooting the shit in the chat anyways, I'm sure, right now. Right, let's go ahead and pop this off. So what I was supposed to do is, and I am going to peel this sticker off the thing here. That looks tacky and ugly. What the hell did I drop here? Right. So what I was supposed to do was put this ribbon cable in here and feed it out the side. Okay, now it's fine. Let's go ahead and do this all over again here. I have these little buttons trying to fall out here. Like a grown-ass kid, y'all. Imagine this. There we go. Okay. So now, once again, thread these in here. And that's the end of that. So it's nice. It's like a little Lego project or something, but this will greatly enhance my vintage computer Macintosh experience, rather. And I'll show you exactly what I was talking about earlier. If you have the port, or like I said, you can just straight up replace a floppy drive and just have this sticking out of the side or whatever, and use it like that. Also, what's nice is this is completely powered by those ports, so you don't need an additional power adapter. I can't test it right now, obviously, because that computer doesn't even have a power cable, and it's whatever's rattling around in there. I don't even feel like it would be a good idea to even try to turn it on, because I'm sure something's metal on metal inside of there. So I gotta see what that is. But at the very least, I could demo what port it's supposed to go on. So, like I said, oh my god. For this particular installation, you would just plug it into this port right here. So, it's as simple as doing that. So once that's in, that's in. And you can just run this, to the side of your computer or whatever, up here, wherever you want. Put it in here if you want. So the way it's gonna work though, as you can see, I guess once it turns on, or this would be the power button up here. So you would just, I'm assuming, just hold it, screen should turn on, and then you'll have a list of different floppies on there. So whatever's on the SD card will show up as like in numerical order. And then you could just navigate. Why isn't this one working? Okay. I wasn't sure. Alright, so, and navigate like that, and then I guess this one looks like a play button or a stop button. Maybe that's enter, and then I guess, you could just mount the floppy drive on there. The good thing is, if you don't have like a floppy, and let's say, I don't know how these were specifically, I think the whole operating system was on the floppy. So you would put the floppy in, like there's no internal memory or hard drive, I think. So you would put the floppy in, that was the hard drive. And then like if you want to run a program, you would have to eject the floppy and then put in the new one. But I don't know how that worked. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. The Macs I had, I think they all had a hard, I don't know if this one has a hardware or not. But anyways, if you don't have a system disk, you can just load it on here and it'll boot from the floppy disk, I believe. So that's always nice, because I know there's ways to recover your, installation like that. But that's about it. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't even know that thing existed. How I found it was through the Macintosh librarian chick. But yeah. So I, thanks to her, because I never knew these were a thing. And where the hell did all this shit come from? Where's the box? Did it not have a box? I don't know. Oh yeah, it wasn't this thing here. So I'll just put all this crap back in here, and that can live there alongside everything else that I got. Even the garbage. But yeah, that's about it. I got one more video, and it's just a very random unboxing. So that one should be really quick. Thank y'all for watching, and peace out!